Hey there, it's Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson, and welcome to the weekly vlog. Hey there. So, I won't lie, I feel terrible right now. Just one of those days, you know? Maybe you've been having some lately. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just hard to watch my kids have a hard time sometimes. You know, this whole COVID thing has been intermittently hard on them, hard on lots of us, but it's hard to watch my kids struggle sometimes. And they're doing okay. They're getting through. But, oh, yeah, Mama Bear has a tender heart for her kiddos. Giving them extra love today. So, you know, it's this thing about shooting a vlog once a week is that it comes around pretty often, it seems like. And it happens that I gotta go on camera, cause, this is my slice of time to shoot the vlog and I just feel horrible. So what I've historically done about that is not, not hide the fact, like just show up and just tell it like it is and, find a way to weave it in, because, here at Bright Line Eating, we're pretty big on bringing it real, just bringing our authentic selves. And, I like that about our community. It's a value of mine. It's actually a character strength of mine, honesty, authenticity. And actually that's the topic of the vlog this week is character strengths. So this week we're launching a course called Bright Line Mind. And it's my college level positive psychology class. I started teaching this class back in 2009, 2010, something like that. And I taught it every semester until I handed back tenure in 2016. Well, I mean, not the last year when I had a leave of absence to do this Bright Line Eating thing. But anyway, yeah, I taught a section of it, and that word spread around the campus. And then I had to open another section of it, and word kept spreading. And then I opened an online section of it. Word kept spreading. I opened another online section of it. And I was always packed with a waiting list. It was just a really, really popular course. And positive psychology, if you don't know, is the scientific study of happiness and flourishing, human excellence and character, and happy families and organizations and institutions, workplaces that foster excellence and flourishing, cross-cultural takes on happiness, what happiness is, how to measure it, how to define it. What really helps us be happier, what really doesn't actually, but we might think it would. So much cool stuff in that course and in that discipline. It was founded in 1998 by Marty Seligman. Prior to that, people had been studying these topics, some in psychology, of course, going way, way back in philosophy. Socrates was super interested in happiness, Aristotle, of course. So anyway, it's a super fun course to teach. And when I handed back tenure and stopped teaching college courses, I grieved this course very deeply. And I suspected that I might find a way to teach it to y'all. And in 2017, I did. I taught positive psychology in the form of Bright Line Mind for the first time in 2017. And it hasn't been offered since then. I taught it that one time. And we haven't offered Bright Line Mind since. And when we put Bright Line Mind on the docket for 2020, early to mid, spring 2020, we had no idea that COVID was going to happen. Of course, nobody did. And it's turned out to just be the most serendipitous thing because I need this right now. We need this right now. Humanity needs this right now so badly. It's so timely. It's so timely. And on Sunday, I delivered a webinar called The 7 Scientific Secrets of Staying Happy in Uncertain Times, because I love alliteration. 7 Scientific Secrets of Staying Happy in Uncertain Times. And it was a blast, super fun. And I carefully chose the nuggets to present with an eye to what would be pertinent in this coronavirus time. Not everything was as pertinent. There was this one, from previous times that I've offered similar talks or whatever. I was looking through old notes and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to offer that one because it has to do with, whatever, like reading a restaurant menu and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's not that applicable to, we're not really going out to restaurants that much, right? But the webinar was really fun to give. And I just want to mention it here because there's a link to the replay below. We're still replaying that webinar, several showings every day, because it's one of the things that I do and that I firmly believe in is giving freely out into the world. I do this weekly vlog every week. And when we launch a course, I always put out a lot of free, helpful stuff, like not sugar-coated, candy-coated, bad terms, NMF, erase, erase, erase. Not like really vacuous stuff, but like really deeply content-rich stuff for free. It's sort of the way I feel good about maneuvering, is like just knowing that I'm putting out all this stuff, right? That anyone can access. And I wanted to mention this webinar in the vlog because there's so much good stuff in it. It really is worth your time, especially now. The main science portion of it goes 1 hour and 45 minutes. Just condensed positive psychology gorgeousness. Those 7 secrets, they cover stuff like, in one of them I talk about luck, the science of luck. Like, is luck a thing? This guy, Richard Wiseman, actually studied it, this irreverent, hilarious British professor. And he took 8 years and recruited lucky and unlucky people from newspaper advertisements, like literally an ad in the newspaper. Are you a lucky person? I want to study you right into our lab so we can study you. Are you an unlucky person? I want to study you. And he, for 8 years, figured out what actually constitutes luck. It turns out it is a thing. It's not a mystical, bestowal from on high. It's actually like a different way of maneuvering through the world. So I talk all about it in the webinar. What are some of the other ones? Oh, I talk about the simplest, most powerful thing you can do to improve your relationships, and actually probably one of the biggest happiness boosters you can give yourself. And it turns out it's not learning to be a better communicator. A happy marriage, it turns out, is not about being a better communicator, nor are happy relationships. There's actually a single nugget that's maybe counterintuitive once you hear it. It makes a lot of sense. So that's the first one that I cover. Today in this vlog, I want to cover the 7th one that I talk about. And I want to cover it a little differently. The 7th secret of staying happy in uncertain times is about using your character strengths. So this is a tool, a perspective, a little aspect of self-knowledge that we can all use, all benefit from. Character strengths were studied intensively starting in 2000 by Marty Seligman and Christopher Peterson. A Mayerson Foundation grant launched this project, and the goal was to really study scientifically what is good character. What does it mean for someone to be a good person? And they launched this massive cross-cultural initiative to figure out what character strengths might be. They wanted them to be really cross-culturally relevant and inherently good, not beyond traits or abilities, beyond talents and abilities. Like not, it's not morally good to like be able to run fast, for example. It's awesome if you can, you'll win races. But we wouldn't say that someone who can't run fast isn't good in some kind of way, right? That's beyond the point. So it's not a talent or an ability. There's something about character that goes deeper than that. So anyway, in the webinar, I describe all about how they figured out what the character strengths are. I list them, and I invite people to learn what their character strengths are. And I want to invite you to learn what your character strengths are. There's a great free instrument online. You can take it at viacharacter.org. VIA stands for Values in Action, VIA, and then the word character, CHARACTER, character. I hope I spelled that right. viacharacter.org. And it's free. And when you're done, they take the 24 character strengths and they rank order them in your ranking, like your top ones. And then what you need to do now, here's what they don't say when they give you your results. They give you a whole bunch of results for free. There's like reports you can buy. Feel free. You don't have to for what I'm offering to you as a set of tools. Once you get your ranking, study them. Read the little blurbs about what they are. And you want to ask yourself the following questions. Is this really me? Like essential to who I am? Do I have to do this? Like, am I compelled to show up in this way in the world? Like, if you told me I could no longer manifest this character strength, would I just laugh and say, like, there's no way. This is who I am. I have to be this, right? What we're trying to get at here is your signature strengths. And they're probably listed right at the top. Right at the top. You might have 3 signature strengths. You might have 5. You might have 7. It's usually around a handful of signature strengths, maybe 10. Usually, though, just a few, just a small handful of signature strengths, the aspects of you that are so you that you just inherently embody them and you feel compelled to expand and grow more and more in those areas. Those signature strengths, write them down and capture the little few sentence bullet that describes it. Put it somewhere safe that you can refer back to later, maybe in your phone or something. Create a little document in your computer. Save them. My signature strengths. Put the date that you took the instrument, that you took the VIA character survey. And then here's a couple things you can do with those character strengths. In the webinar, I describe using those character strengths to solve problems. So today was a problem for me, the whole day. Just the day was a problem from beginning to end. Well, it's not over yet. We'll see. Uh-oh, knock on wood. And because I was thinking about this vlog all day, I was using my character strengths all day, and it helped. My top character strength, love. Loving and being loved. Number 2, spirituality. I found myself turning inward to the source of the divine great mystery way more often than I would have otherwise, because I was aware that I could be using my spirituality to get through this day. Gratitude is my 3rd. And I started to look at the day a little differently when I thought about gratitude, like just really thinking about how incredibly blessed I am. My kids are healthy. We're fundamentally fine. The conditions of our life are excellent. Like, we're really doing okay. So I started to think about my character strengths, my signature strengths, and it helped me to get through this day. I talk about that in the webinar, using your strengths to solve problems. What I didn't talk about was the following. You can give yourself the task of using your character strengths, like pick one, use it in a new way each day. Or what I did today was I printed off my signature strengths. I used a paper cutter to cut strips so that on one little strip, I've got the strength and the description, folded it up, put it in a little container and put it on the back of my toilet. So that in the morning, when I go to the bathroom for the first time, I can pick one out of the dish, open it up, and think about using that one all day long. Research shows this kind of thing makes us happier, more well, helps us to flourish. There's something about living into our strengths, expanding on them, finding what's good and doing more of it. It's incredibly powerful. And it's a very empowering way to focus in a time like this. If you're struggling with your bright lines, go take the instrument. Go to viacharacter.org. Ask yourself, look at the top, dozen or so and ask yourself, is this the essential me? Is this the meest me? Find your signature strengths. Then use those signature strengths to get bright again. Think about it through that lens. It's your toolkit. It's your best toolkit. Now, this was only one of 7 amazing secrets for staying happy during uncertain times. Please join me for the webinar, where I share all kinds of glorious nuggets. The registration link is right down below. I will tell you it's only going to be available. The course starts June 2nd, 2020. So if you're watching this vlog some other time, you're going to click on that button and it's going to say, I'm sorry you missed it. But for those of you who are in real time with me this week, don't miss that webinar. It's just a bunch of helpful goodness. It's so worth your time. The registration link is right below. I hope you have fun using your signature strengths in all kinds of new, amazing, zany, creative ways. I hope you're having a good day. If you're having a really rough day, I'm with you, and hopefully we'll get a good night's sleep and find amazing ways to use our strengths tomorrow. I love you. I'll see you next week. And that's the weekly vlog.